for ruling the TV show Deadwood with an iron fist and a really interesting way of speaking. And he's back in charge as royalty in the new TV series Kings. Take a look.
Being king means never sleeping through the night. An old enemy said that before I had him executed. People ask how I cope with all the responsibilities, millions of souls relying on all the good air in my lungs. It's an easy secret. Every day I look for signs in my life and try to read into them God's intentions. Take a good look at your life right now, Captain, and think hard. What does God want you to do today? To shut the hell up. Let's hope yet.
Please welcome the fabulous Ian McShane.
Right, we don't kiss, so we don't have that kiss. Hello, darling. Hello, darling. Hi, everybody.
Wait,
yes.
We have to kiss you.
The king doesn't kiss.
Can we kiss your hand, King?
No.
You can, you may.
Wow.
Well, those Italians, I told you, you can't follow Valentino with a kiss. So, are you going to ruin a good thing by getting married?
I know, it's true. I may not be able to.
How many people do you know who say,
stayed together
we're getting married, and the next thing you hear, they're getting divorced?
I'm scared of it.
Is this a formal objection to the... This is an objection to the idea?
I've been married, I've been married 29 years, but I grabbed her very young.
Oh, so, but you...
She was young.
So you like being married?
I've had a great time being married.
But
I had a great time before I was married, too.
Yeah.
Yes, you did, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Now, you share a story.
Well, Ian and I both did, you and I both did a Woody Allen film, right? And we both, I was listening to them talk about it backstage, we both had the same kind of audition. Tell them what he does.
Well, it's funny, I was in New York, and I was passing through, and Woody, and he went around, he's got those offices on Park Avenue. Yeah. And he walked in, he said, I just want to look at you, you know, just stand. Pardon me, I've never met. And I said, shall I turn around? And he said, yes. I said, do you like the back view as well? He said, yeah. And that was it. You leave. That's the whole thing. That's the audition. And you leave, and I got this beautiful letter saying, I'd love you to be part of the movie. If you don't understand, we'll get together later. And that was it. Yeah. But it's a very strange auditioning technique. But it works for him.
Have you read? I mean, I don't know if you're... But people just come in there, he looks at you and he says, thank you, and that's his whole audition.
He knows. He knows.
And his casting is very, very good.
So let me ask you, Ian, you won this wonderful Golden Globe. Can you tell us a little bit about Kings? Because some people are saying it's based on biblical scriptures and...
that limits it too much. I mean, it's a great classical family drama, with the head of which I just happen to be king. He happens to be a king. It's like he doesn't come from a royal family. He was made king like 25 years ago. And this young kid comes along, the lovely Christopher Egan, who's terrific, who exudes goodness and commits this heroic act. And suddenly he becomes, you know, like the court favorite. I take him into my court, being a, you know, every king's got to be, you know, youth shall be overcome by wisdom and treachery. And that's the basic story of it. And then you meet all the family. I said it could be called Kings or the family name, Meet the Benjamins, you know?
We don't know, because it was on Sunday night and I watched it, and I don't know whether you are a good king or whether you are a mean SOB king.
Conflicted.
You're a conflicted.
Like all great characters, conflicted. Like Al was, like all good characters, until Tony Soprano.
King Lear.
King Lear. Oh, yeah, it's in the great classic tradition of Greek drama. King Kong, he was conflicted.
He was conflicted.
Especially in our last one when she did that dance. That was really conflicted. Jeez, that was weird.
Some people do think that everything that's going on, that it could be a metaphor for what's going on in society today. Do you think it does?
Well, it's as if, say New York was, it's a modern kingdom. It's like a parallel reality. You'll recognize New York, but it's a little different. And it's directed by Francis Lawrence, who did I Am Legend, again, a film in New York, which he made look extraordinary. Yeah. And but I think the job of any TV show is to drag you into that world for an hour or 2 hours, and at the end of it, you go back to whatever. And that does that. It's like a modern-day New York, but it's a little different. And say New York declared war on Canada. They're at war in the show at the beginning, and then they want to make peace, and then they want to make peace, but my brother-in-law, who runs the industrial complex and is in charge of finances, wants war to continue because he believes war is good for profit, which a few people do, apparently. It's always a good idea.
You know, you didn't kiss us when you came out. And yet
I couldn't follow Valentino doing all that kissing.
I know.
I'll do it Italian. Hello. Ladies, it's so good to see you, Elizabeth. Ciao. Oh, ciao, Bella. Oh, Kitty, darling. Joy, it's my pleasure to see you. No. Barbara, what can I say? I've known you so long, darling.
so good to see you.
Whoopsie, whoopsie, whoopsie. Is that okay, Don?
That's a
Okay. Thank you. I also have the bronzage.
Yes, you do.
I was in Mexico, though.
Listen,
You're wonderful.
and this show is wonderful. I hope if you haven't seen Kings, you'll catch it on Sunday nights. You can also get the DVD for Deadwood, which is also fantastic. And if you're real good, I'll tell you where to get some of his other work. We'll be right back. Just really quickly, where are you going to be later?
I'm going to be speaking at Kutztown University in Kutztown, Pennsylvania.
Very nice.
As soon as I leave here.
And you and I on
Foxwoods on Friday. I'm going to be on Good Morning America tomorrow morning. In case anybody checks that
Last
out.
night, I was at the UN. I was the moderator at an incredible event with some of the stars and producers and writers and ambassadors from the UN talking about Battlestar Galactica. It made me realize how many real-world issues that particular show has tackled, because the panel discussion was at the ECOSOC, which is one of the places that you go and you have all these great discussions, and it focused on terrorism, human rights, children at all. I mean, civilization and faith. I mean, it was extraordinary. And to see the arts meet with the UN this way was spectacular. So everybody just know great things are happening in the world. You take a little time to enjoy your view. See you tomorrow.